Everybody, it's Kathleen from Crafting Time. I hope everyone is doing well. We are going to try a new craft. It's actually a craft I did before, and I'm hoping it all turns out for you. There we go. Hello, hello. And I'd like to show you the book I'm using. I'm just going to give everyone a second to jump on because I know not everybody likes replay when you first start, right? So I was told to slow it down just at the beginning, and I'm one that does start like right away. So I will stop for just a second and let you all catch up. Hope everyone's had a great Sunday. It's been pretty busy for us. We've been just working around the house and just trying to catch up with everything. So the book I follow a lot of at Christmas is called Celebrate Christmas Around the World. And we're going to use this book and do different crafts throughout the season. We'll do our normal crafts too, but sometimes I like to have other people know that I think of others around the world. And we're going to make a lantern today from China. And so they give you, in this book, you can get this book on Amazon. It shows you your pattern, okay? And they say they make them out of paper. Well, I don't make mine out of paper. I want mine to last, right? So I don't have my light on. It's like, why am I so dark? Ta-da, here I am. All right. So what I use are these, not that, sorry, are these cutting boards. They're flexible, as you see, similar to paper but heavier. And I take them out and you're going to use a little bit of red, some marker, some glue, paste. No. I'm talking paste like glue, hot glue. And now I'm just going to trace this out. So let me tip you down just a bit. Hope everyone can still see everything. I'm just going to trace this out. And I'm tracing now on a cutting board. One side is rougher and the other side is smooth. I'm doing it on the smooth side. And I'll show you why in just a second. And I put it right to the bottom of my paper or my cutting board. The edge to the edge, you know. And then I just simply trace it around. And I use, for this one, I'm using a red marker. And I didn't wash off my screen, so I will show you. I did some prepping, guys, so I'll show you what I did. Okay, I'm just tracing this out. Not worried about my lines being like perfectly straight, because my scissors probably do better than my hand drawing. Just seems like they do. And you're going to cut 4 of those out. Now I pre-did mine, so you're going to be all right. And then we're going to do the middle here, and the middle is like the most important. So you want to make sure you have your middle. Don't let it move. And I'm tracing out of a book. But these make really cute lanterns. And then, of course, you decorate them to the way you want them. Okay? And you're going to make 4 of those. Can you see it? I have it traced out there. You can see my light. Stop it, light. There it is. Okay. So you're going to do 4 of those. And then you're going to cut them out. They also give you a manger scene in your book to use as well. But I don't use that one. Been using this year. Whoops. This year I've been using, let me wash this off where you can see it, because I just was using it. one from Chalk Couture. It has a nice little manger scene. And I thought I had it cleaned off until I looked down and saw it wasn't clean, because I've been making a bunch of these. And we're going to be doing these at my work as well. I've done this from ages 5 and up. It's super cool to just think of Christmas around the world. Now I don't got this clean, but you'll be able to see it, I'm hoping. Where's my little cleaner? Let me just clean off a little bit, you know. A little Chalk Couturing. Use your talents, right? That's what I'm doing, is using my talents. So let me grab my sheet. So it looks like that. And I'm just using the O. Alright? So now I'm going to just set this aside. And you're going to need a piece of red tissue paper. So after you do your Chalk Couture, you'll have this, right? Now that's not very straight, but we're going with it. As you can see, my red lines are there. Now, you do that on the back side, all right? My lines are on the front side. My Chalk Couturing is on the back, even though it's crooked. I just saw it was crooked. All right, now you're going to take your tissue paper, and let's use, I had another one cut. Oh, yes. That one I have my thumbprint on. And again, I'm using the flat side of this. And I'm going to draw a line of my liquid glue, whatever glue you want. Just a minute, this glue dries fast at the top and I always have to reopen it. And just a small line is all you're really going to need around it. You're just doing the outline around. And guys, I am not good at this kind of tissue paper and glue. I have mess ups, no doubt. Alright, so now I'm going to take this, and on the back side of this, where you did your Chalk Couture, or you paste it on your manger scene, whatever scene you're going to use, you're going to put this red paper right in that space. Oops. Alright, now let me grab a little wipe, because I used it for that. And I'm just going to go around and clean off my glue. So it's going to look like that. Okay? Now, is it perfect? No. But we're not going to worry about it. Okay? So now I'm going to take it's going to look like so. We cut it out. These are the flaps. Now on the other side, I'm going to come back out here and I'm going to wipe off all those little red lines. See, I used a wipe off marker. So it all wipes off with a wet one or a dry, whatever you want to use. I use wets. And I'm taking off all that red line because we're not going to need that. So all those red lines are off, except for the ones that were on my fingerprints. And you don't have to worry, we're going to be painting the outside black. Alright, but this is what I do. Now I take my dryer. Hi, Darlene. Good evening. And I push my dryer on the back, where the paper is. You don't need to do a lot. And what the dryer does is it makes your paper flat. It's like a fake iron. Okay? And I did that to 4 of them. So we have this one. I did mine all the same. You can do yours differently. 2, and as you see, I have some lines on them. Some of them aren't good. Some of them are great. Now you can see where I put the glue, but we're going to be using gold around that part of it. You can use gold or silver. I don't have anything red that I liked on there, or that I had enough of. And now you're going to use gloss enamel. My hot glue is like, hey, you plugged me in and you're not using me. And we're going to assemble it, but not quite yet. We're going to paint. I'm looking for my little dish. I thought I had a dish here. We'll use this one. That will work. Has a little blue in it. That's all right. More than enough. And now you're painting on the outside all around this. So you're hiding all of that. I'm going to just move these all aside so they don't get in my way. And find a nice brush that might work. That should do the big stuff. And I'm just simply going to paint around it. It might take 2 coats, but get the base on first. You can chalk paint it first if you like. However you want to do it. It's going to take 2 coats probably. And you have those flaps to color. So the first coat is going to be just kind of like a stain coat. And you want to paint those little flaps. Just trying to get it even. And the thinner you put it on, the easier it will be to work with to do a second coat. And of course you're going to do the top. You can use black paper if you want. I'm out of black paper, guys. I can't believe it. You can use anything that will work for you, but it will look like so. Now it's going to take 2 coats, no doubt. I'm just taking off these bloopers I got on here. I don't know what's beeping here, but should I put my smock on before I get my shirt dirty? I missed one down here. All right, so let's quick dry that. We're going to do a second coat. So the first coat is a stain. Don't touch that red. Oh, I did. Whoops. Well, mine's going to have a little red spot. So it's going to look like so. Now you got to be careful because, you know, plastic likes to melt. Give it a head start to dry. Now let's do the other ones. And I'm using enamel so it will be shiny when we're done. And it will take 2 coats. This is plastic, it takes 2 coats. I hope everyone can see. Alright, so I'm just following my outline here. Going around my red. So I'm outlining it. And like I said, I'm not going to worry about if it's perfect or not. It's a base coat. And all the other stuff's done on this side. It does have to be dry before you put it on together. But it looks really cute. Oh, it's my phone that's doing that. Just I heard where the sound was coming from. I'm just going around and taking off any of the heavy glue burrs. Saving it for the next side. Whoops, missed this whole wing. Looks like so. Let me just quick give it a fast dry so I can dry the rest of the way while I do the other ones. Now it looks awful right now because of how it is, but once you get a couple coats on, it looks really nice. So it looks like so. I get a lot of exercise here. Do you see that? Whoever said crafting didn't have exercise? We exercise a lot. We're up and down. We're going across the room. Okay, again, we're just going to go around that edge. All right, my phone has to shut off. Sorry, guys. It's my phone that's acting up. Again, I have, this is the back, this is the front. The smooth side is the side I'm painting. So you paint around that first. I know I'm being repetitive, Replying to Brooklyn concept. Okay. Hello, Brooklyn. Hello, Trisha Ann. It wasn't your fault, honey. I have my phone. I'm using my tablet now instead of my phone. And guys, it's saving my phone battery. Holy moly. So we're just simply painting this. Hope everyone had a good Sunday. It was kind of nice out, man. I wore just my vest all week. We're supposed to be getting snow Wednesday or Thursday. I bet Trisha Ann doesn't want to hear that. Usually if I get it, she gets it a couple days later. So I'm just staining it right now, just kind of getting that first layer on. I'm not worried about what it looks like. Just getting that stain on. The second coat will look better. I hope. Usually I wait a day. But tonight we're going to do it right away. And it bends when you use the heat. So I lay it on the floor to cool it off, and it flattens it back up. If you ever wonder why I put things on the floor, it cools it off. Unless you have a floor that's carpeted, then it doesn't. Okay, our last one here for the first coat. And they're pretty simple to paint, friends. Yes, you get goofy marks and stuff on them, but hey, it's a craft. Helps if you have paint on your brush. Painting my flaps. Now the second coat isn't going to be as bad because you already have it pretty much done. It's on here. You're just cleaning up your brush strokes. And I usually use a much softer brush the second coat than I do the first coat. Like so. I'm going to put a big marker on my table. That's why I picked it up right away. Now I got some bloopers. I got some black marks on there. It's going to be fine. It's because I laid it right in my paint. Now we're going to go back to the first one. We're going to just do a top coat on it with a very soft brush. Hopefully it won't take the paint off. Usually I wait a day. If it does, we'll just keep going. But they're super cute. So it looks like so. Set it down here and let it just dry by itself. Put my wipes. I just had my wipes. I'll use a dirty one. What? Oh, I put the... Never mind. I put my first thing on top of it. Alright, now we're going to do the second coat. We're going to use a very softer brush. This is just one that stains. that I just wipe it on. And now we're going to use a soft brush, very soft, because we don't want to take off the paint that we already just put on. And this is enamel paint. Very lightly, just go right over what you just did. With the light coat. Right down here. Man, I must have black on my finger and now I touched it the second time. Ah, jeez. It's so fun. It's just a matter of getting around that picture without the frame, I should say. Now it's going to be a lantern, guys, so you know, you want it to look nice. I'm going to put it together. It'll look very nice when we're done. It will, I promise. My people I used to make these with, they'd never believed me until they were done. Now I see I have a little spot here that I missed, so just fixing that. Alright, let me grab one that's okay. Here's the first coat. As you can see, it's very blah. You can kind of see through it, trying to get the light off it. There. I don't know if that helps. Here's the second coat. Goodness sakes. Okay. First coat. Second coat. Do you see the difference? It's so much better. And now let's do the same thing on this one. It does take time to make these lanterns. But they're fun, conversational items that you can have in your house. Maybe you have people from China in your area and they could tell you some stories and, you know, things like that. Christmas isn't just in your house, guys. It's actually all over the world. Some of us forget that. Don't be scared to talk, guys. I can see your messages now. I've always wanted to go to China, but I don't travel that way, so I don't go in planes. It's not good for my health. So most likely I will never be going. Doesn't mean I can't like what they have. And I'm just closing up that bottom, making it I missed a whole spot. I have to hold it up, guys, because I can't see it when it's down. It's looking good. I have a little bit on this side that I completely missed. I don't know how I miss this side all the time. Good enough. So it looks nice, nice and bright. I gotta learn this camera, man. I have to lay it down to do the striping. And the rest I can hold. We have one more to do, and then we'll dry them as we go. This is going to be really cute, guys. Trust me. And you know, in China, guys, they can't always talk about Jesus, you know. Some get persecuted for it. Unless you're in the church itself, they sometimes don't even allow you, according to some of my China friends. So I try to honor them because I wouldn't want anybody to have to live like that. We are so blessed to be able to have freedom of speech here. Freedom of religion. Whatever it takes. I missed that one again. Must be because I put my thumb there. But super cute. And we got one more here. Yep. Hi, Chalk and Designs. Hello, hello. I did a little chalking today. I even chalked on these. Woohoo! I did the manger scene right in the middle. But you want it as black as you can get it, guys. Now I'm only going to do 2 coats. Sometimes I will even do 3. When I'm chalking, I'm not chalking. When I'm painting with enamel on plastic. I did the chalking already on the inside. But the 3rd coat gives it that, just that added darkness. I'm not going to do that tonight. 2 coats is fine. Looking good. All right. I did all 4. Have to check, guys. All right. Set that down. Now I'm just going to take my hair dryer on a couple of these right now. And we're going to put them together. And that's the hardest part. Can't rush paint, guys. This one has a big streak line of glue in it. Oh, I didn't see that till now. Oh. It'll be fine. Hopefully it'll dry clear in a day or two. Can't take it off. A little bubble there or something. Just going over it again, making sure it dries. And as you know, plastic melts, so I have to go fast over it. That's why it takes a little longer. We got 4 of them. I don't think they're quite dry. Let's see. I think it'll be good enough here. Melted onto that. All right, here comes the hard part. Well, let's do one more easy step and let it all get into place for right now. We're going to use our gold. We're going to put gold around the window of it. I'll start with the second row. I'm just going to, as it sits and cools and dries, I'm going to just cut several out. Probably need about 2 per item. And this is going to go around the window frame. Don't you just love that sound? Just making sure I cut enough. 1, 2. And 2 more to cut. Just letting my paint stuff cool off. We're going to be using the hot glue now. I suppose my hot glue shut off on me because I'm ready for it now. You know how that is. You're not going to need a lot of hot glue. It's just a matter of tacking it together. All right. 2, 2, and 2. Now the gold actually just gives it decoration instead of a plain lantern, but it's kind of fun. My book does not tell me to use these. It's just something I added on because that's what I like. I'm gonna move these over. You're the one I'm working on. You're drying a little more. You're the wettest. Must be the last. Again, a little bit of hot glue on the bottom of, try not to get hot glue into that picture. You can use whatever you want. You don't have to do this step. I just happen to like it. And I try to get it to form the way the window is. And I squish them together. At the top here to go around that little curve. Made it a little peaked, but that's okay. And I'm going to put a little hot glue on the end of this one. Kind of glad it worked a little bit ahead. But of a lot of my crafts I made, guys, this was like the most popular. My students loved making and came back to make more. And I always thought that was so strange. Save that other piece. You can use it for the bottom of another one. So it looks like so. See, it finishes off the edge. Otherwise, it would look like that. So it just gives it a nice edge finish. So let's do it again. Don't need a lot of hot glue. Keep telling you guys. Someone told me they went through so much hot glue crafting, and I was like, you gotta be kidding. I use hot glue. I buy 10 pounds a year, and I don't think I've gone through 10 pounds yet. I still have about, oh, I just knocked everything on the floor. So smart. Flip that one end over and add a little hot glue. And don't scratch your hot glue. Oh, sorry. Gotta love crafting. Absolutely. Absolutely, I love it. Ooh, got something there. Oh, just a fuzz. And it was dry. That's so helpful. Now don't be scared to talk, guys. I'll come back and see all your messages. I do see a few here, but it's very limited. And with this new program, I can't use my phone. It doesn't show it until after it's live. It's kind of weird. It's because it's connected, I was told. I have to cut a piece off. We'll see. I think we can make that work. Now guys, I don't put this on exactly straight. Oh, that didn't stay. Well, whoops. Now I got more black on it. Oh, look. See, it's going to look nice. We have 2 done. Let's do 2 more. Something different for the Christmas, guys. And I'll read to you in just a second what it says about China in my book that I have, that I've used for many, many years. Oh gosh, I can't even tell you. When I got this book. It was given to me by another teacher that had gone to a class for crafting, crafting with children, I think it was, or something like that. And she came back and she says, "You're gonna love this book," and I absolutely have. I think I'm gonna say 19. I'm gonna have to look. I think I have the copyright, or the newest one. Celebrate Christmas Around the World. You can get it on Amazon. It's not very expensive. Now you're also going to need a ribbon, and that's going to tie it all together at the top. The marzipan that I made last year, that's the same book. So there's the 3rd one. We have 1 more to do here, and then we're going to put it together. And that is the harder part. So you have to have lots of patience with me. Because that is the hard part. As you notice, I haven't put the hot glue onto my project. I'm putting it on my product. Covering up my crazy little lines. And that's why I started doing this, because I don't always paint straight. As much as I try, I love painting, guys. I'm not good at it. I mean, not like some people. Some people are awesome at it. And my hot glue just dripped all over this. Thank you. Okay. Should have one more. There it is. Super cool. And you're going to need a little light. So we need a ribbon. We have hot glue left, a ribbon, a light. You might like to use a hole puncher at the top. Oh, one too short. Or too long, I'm sorry. There we go. Super cool. Oh, gracious sake. So you have that. Now we have to assemble it. And like I said, that is the hardest. So now you're going to fold these at the angle of the corner. Okay, don't do the top. Just these three. And you're folding them towards you. And these ones are pretty well folded. The heat unfolded them. So if you fold it wrong, put a little heat behind it, a little hair drying. And it will pull it back. I'm going to move these two out of the way. And they are dry. And you're simply going to glue your two flaps together here. Your flaps. Okay, and get them to match. And we're going to open it up when we're done. Is running wild here. So now we're going to bend them. Now we're adding the second one or the third one on, doing the same thing. Make sure you have them bent. It's easier if they're bent. And bend them the way the item is cut, not the way you want it to be. Now you could do a 3-1 as well, if you'd rather. For little kids, I did 3. That's totally up to you. We're going to open that up just a bit. This one doesn't want to bend. There we go. And now these are going to glue on just like we did the other one. And I start at the top. I'm trying to turn it and it won't turn on me. Pull that off. Start. Just a minute. I'm having issues all by myself. I have no one to hold that part there for me. What could I put there? How about you? Are you strong enough? No. You're empty. There. Just need something to hold it. Because I don't want to get the hot glue all over the place. I'm just peeling off my hot glue I did put on because I screwed up. It's going to be cool though. Just wait. And these are going to glue on right there. Put into the middle. Ah. Okay, now these sides you want to make sure that they're like flat out on the top here. These ones as well. Just bend them the way it's made. Don't worry about the top yet. You could do a three-way lantern. That is also cool looking. But we made it into a 4, so we're going to use the 4. And it is a little harder to make on the 4, but we're going to do it. Make sure these are folded. Not hard, it's trickier. Ooh, I stuck my finger right in it. Why aren't you sticking? Now I'm just gluing the flaps, guys, not the whole side, just the flaps. And this one as well. I think I did that one over there already. No, I didn't. Oh, sorry, I lied. Hopefully they all stuck. I'm just pulling off my little hot glues things. But isn't that just adorable? Look how cute that is. Right? Now you're going to need your little hole puncher. I'm just taking off a hot glue. And you're just going to poke a hole on one side. Well, there we go. And then you're going to use a small thin ribbon. What do I have here? Of any sort. I'll just take a piece of red. Maybe some gold with it as well. Because that's what our project is made out of. Now I always kind of took the two sides that I didn't put on, I folded inward and just hot glued just the top together. Just the very, very tip. So it looks like so. I'm just going to hold it there for a second. Bend out my flaps. All four corners. And I tell you, this plastic doesn't like to bend very well, but just make it bend. And I put my ribbon together. I'm going to put the red out, because red is more Chinese than gold, I think. And I glue that end. I pinch it and I slide it through. About the same. So, I didn't glue this side. Now you can pull them closer together if you like. But normally I just grab these here and make a simple little knot. Like so. And then I do it again towards the top here. I'll lower it down so you can see. Just take it again and make another knot. Just a basic knot. So now you have your finger holder, right? That should have gone underneath. Ah, why didn't I see that? Maybe I can undo that. Oh, nice. And we'll re-glue that down. Took off my paint too. Sorry. That goes underneath your top here. And you could have that bent down, but I don't. This is how I do it. Let me hold that down again. And then when it sits underneath on your table, you add in a light, and you have a nice little cute Chinese. I'm just holding that down just a little bit longer. It didn't stick because I pulled it off. Little fun Chinese lantern. Super cool. Hope you like this, guys. Let's see. There we go. Now I can see messages. Awesome. Thank you for sprinkling me out, guys. I hope you like this. This is, like I said, this is just Chinese lantern that I make for a lot of kids, a lot of people, Chinese friends, just to say, hey, I'm thinking of you this season. Now you could glue your sides down, you could put ribbon on the side, whatever, but this is the way I make it, guys. It's nice. You know, a little bit of Jesus in there. And that's what they carry around at Christmas time, according to my book. Now, I'll read this to you. It's just a small little paragraph about it. And if you want to get this book, guys, I'm just going to slide it over a little bit. I need some space. It's called Celebrate Christmas Around the World, and it's by Teacher Created Resources. And this is what it says. The biggest celebration in China is the Chinese New Year, in which the people enjoy gift giving and fireworks during that week-long holiday. However, Christmas in China is also a festive time, celebrated with the traditional customs. Excuse me. There are not many Christians in China, which I don't know. I think there's a lot of them. They're just hidden. But those who are celebrate with singing, making chains, flowers, and lanterns, all made out of paper. Among the most popular decorations is the lantern, the paper lantern that we just made, representing the temples, pointed on the roofs, and show of the silhouette of the Holy Family. One custom which is shared throughout all countries is the arrival of the special gift bearer. Children hang their stockings and await the visit of what they call nice old father. I can't say it in their language because I'm not Chinese at all. Who will fill their stockings with all the gifts. He also brings food and treats as well. So yeah, that's a simple little version of it, but it's kind of cute. And you know, if you have, I try to stay multicultural with as much as I can. I'm just taking off my little hot glues that are hanging around. You know, they like to hang out with me. Take those off, make it look good. You could add, now that it's all dried, you could add more gold and glitter around that without, you know, like I said, I told you to save those little pieces. You could certainly add color to your edges. just do one side real quick here. Now to make this a full lantern, guys, you would seal up the bottom, usually by just adding a board. You'd fold this down underneath and add a board. I use mine as a table piece and things like that. Now this side has a whole lot of hot glue, so I'm just gonna pull off the hot glue. Must have stuck my thumb there. And you know, Chinese, they, oh, why didn't you stay? I think they have very decorated buildings. My small sister. Oh. Just showing you what it's gonna look like. I'll do one side so you can see it. See, I'm just adding that little extra gold on it. It won't stay where I put it. And I did 2 coats of enamel paint, friends. Not bad. Now, if you're interested in this pattern, just let me know. I will send it to you. Slipping, man. Slippery. There it goes. Cut. And the tape don't like to cut. But it's pretty cool. Let's see which side. Oh, I'm doing this side. Finish the side you're on, Kathleen. Goodness. What's your problem tonight? And this stuff sticks to me fine, but it doesn't like to stick to my projects. I just never will get that. Super cute, see? Just finishing off the edges. You can do whatever you like. Some people like to, on the very bottom, I think I have a small one here yet. They will take tape. Oh, you need like 4. Needed 3. I should have believed myself the first time. But you can take tape now on the bottom, on the inside, right here. And, oh, I got my tape over there. Just a sec. I'll grab it real quick. And I just use Scotch tape. And I just go in and I just fold up my corners. Tape my corners. Don't have to do that, guys. So it's just something I kind of like to do to finish off that. Whoop, that tape folded on me. Don't need a lot of tape. closes up those corners just a little bit. And we'll do one of these like every couple days. Something, not a lantern every time. We'll do different crafts around the world, plus our regular crafts that we like to do. But it's super cute and fun. Oops, I missed that one. Little chain. Put this down here for a sec. See, and you can use a red light in there. You can use multicolored. Here's the bright white. Now you could go in and tape all the sides if you wanted. I find it hard to do, so I never do. But you can. Don't let me stop you. So I'm just gonna finish putting all these around the edges, and probably call it a night. Super cool. Love it. Thank you, Darlene. Thank you. Hey friends, if you do miss it and you can't find me on Facebook, you can find me on YouTube as well, just under Crafting Time on YouTube. Facebook didn't let me use my business name. They said someone had it already, but I haven't found that person yet. I pay taxes on my number. But see how nice that looks with just the little extra gold on it? It's super cute. And I could put a board underneath it. That's what it will look like. Super nice. Well guys, thank you for coming. I'm just gonna finish putting on the gold on these other two sides. So I hope you all have a good night, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Have a lovely night. Thanks for coming. Super cute. Thank you, Yvette. I love how the chocolate couture shines so nicely through the window of my activity here. Super cute. Now if you want to don't want to use this lantern style, you could pull these all closer together, you know, but then you kind of lose your point, right? So that's totally up to you. Let you guys think about it, and we'll all see you soon. Thanks for everyone coming. I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.